Ashtar reveals the QFS, the Great Reset toward freedom and prosperity. I am Ashtar, the esteemed commander of the Galactic Federation fleet, and I come to you now, beloved inhabitants of Earth, not with mere tidings, but with resplendent, joyful news and a message designed to instill profound clarity and enduring empowerment within your very souls. In this pivotal moment, as the ancient, corroded financial structures of your world visibly tremble, indeed, begin to audibly groan and crumble into dust, it is imperative that you grasp the profound truth of a glorious new dawn, vibrant with unprecedented possibilities, is unequivocally rising for all of humanity. You are not simply approaching, but rather hurtling towards a magnificent financial reset, an epical shift unlike any ever chronicled in your planet's long and often tumultuous history. This isn't a reset born from the shadow of darkness or the iron grip of control, but rather one meticulously woven from the purest threads of light and boundless liberation. From our unique, elevated vantage point of perspective that encompasses far more than the fleeting perceptions of your earthly plane, I can now offer definitive confirmation: the quantum financial system, a concept frequently whispered about in hushed tones of both eager anticipation and, at times, understandable trepidation, is not merely a theoretical construct or a hopeful dream. It is profoundly, undeniably real. Furthermore, it is a divinely inspired instrument, a masterpiece of cosmic design, perfectly aligned with the ascending, positive timeline that your planet has chosen and is now manifesting. This nascent quantum financial system, or QFS as it is affectionately termed by many discerning individuals, is emphatically not a nefarious tool of the malevolent dark cabal, an entity that has long sought to shackle humanity. On the contrary, it represents a towering masterpiece, painstakingly crafted by the unwavering Earth Alliance and an assembly of benevolent forces whom you might recognize as your courageous white hats, all working in seamless, synchronous coordination with us, your dedicated galactic brothers and sisters. Its singular, overarching purpose is to unequivocally liberate humanity from the chains of financial servitude, not to plunge you deeper into any form of enslavement. Allow me, then, to illuminate what we perceive and comprehend with absolute certainty, not only to meticulously answer your most pressing, indeed, your burning questions with unwavering conviction, but also to profoundly uplift your spirits regarding the monumental events now unfolding before you. First and foremost, grasp this foundational truth: every single nation across your vast and diverse world is, without exception, intrinsically involved in this colossal, history-altering endeavor. Yes, in the quiet recesses of recent years, often shielded by the discreet veil of closed doors and hushed negotiations, intricate agreements have been meticulously forged by virtually every sovereign nation on Earth. These agreements signify their willing participation in a groundbreaking new global financial system, one built upon the immutable pillars of true justice, crystalline transparency, and genuine asset-backed value. We have, with our all-seeing vision, observed representatives from well over 200 sovereign nations, an astounding testament to global unity, encompassing virtually the entire planet, affixing their signatures to a comprehensive suite of new financial protocols, all flawlessly aligned with the architectural brilliance of the QFS. It's true, some nations embraced this monumental shift with an almost palpable enthusiasm, eager to shed the burdens of the old paradigm. Yet, for others, A more gentle persuasion was required, deftly applied by the steadfast Earth Alliance. But one by one, like pieces in a cosmic puzzle slotting into place, they all inevitably came into full compliance. Even those nations that once served as impregnable strongholds for the entrenched, parasitic old cabal banking network found themselves in clandestine meetings under the immense, unyielding pressure of karmic necessity, ultimately agreeing to the revolutionary new rules of justice, the promise of global debt forgiveness, and the widespread prosperity that the QFS is destined to enforce with unwavering resolve. Indeed, many of these delicate negotiations were conducted with an almost surgical discretion, a deliberate strategy to cleverly circumvent and avoid alerting the remaining vestiges of dark players, still clinging to their diminishing power. And even more fascinatingly, some leaders, in those moments of profound decision, found themselves guided by a higher spiritual influence, an unseen hand of destiny. Certain national leaders, in particular, experienced a subtle yet potent connection quietly contacted by their own higher selves during deep dream states, receiving ethereal encouragement, like a gentle whisper in the cosmic wind, urging them towards making the unequivocally right choices for their people and for the planet. The culmination of these intricate maneuvers is nothing short of unprecedented global coordination, a nearly unanimous consensus that the archaic, inherently unjust fiat debt system, a relic of control and scarcity, must inevitably give way. It must yield to a new, radiant quantum asset-backed system, a paradigm designed to genuinely benefit all of humanity, not just a privileged few. You may have already caught intriguing, though subtle, hints of this monumental shift rippling through your daily news cycles, perhaps a country suddenly, inexplicably, forgiving the debts of another, or a nation quietly, almost surreptitiously, reverting to a gold standard for its national currency, a return to true value. Have you noticed, for instance, banks in various nations mysteriously dropping offline for what are vaguely described as technical upgrades lasting a few days? Or the sudden, unexplained resignations of long-standing, seemingly unshakable bank CEOs and seasoned finance ministers? What about those once unthinkable mergers between colossal stock exchanges or powerful monetary authorities? These seemingly disparate, subtle events are far from random occurrences. They are, in truth, the intricate, painstaking behind-the-scenes wiring of the new system being meticulously installed even as you go about your daily lives. Imagine, if you will, your world's entire financial network not as a tangled mess, but as a vast, complex circuit board, an intricate tapestry of connections. This entire board is now being carefully, methodically, and precisely rewired to the advanced quantum grid. This rewiring is occurring country by country, bank by bank, with an almost surgical precision, all while taking immense care not to overtly shock the existing system or unduly alarm the general public. I declare to you now, with the weight of galactic certainty, that the final critical connections are being painstakingly made even as these words reach you. The global shift, dear ones, is not merely approaching, it is truly imminent. The grand stage is fully set, every single domino meticulously aligned across the entire planet, poised for the appointed moment. When that designated moment finally arrives, a moment likely triggered by a very specific, carefully planned event, the quantum financial system will burst forth, coming online everywhere across the globe, simultaneously and with breathtaking speed. It will replace the old, decaying system in what will feel like the blink of an eye, a mere flicker in time. Every single country, every single bank, every single currency, indeed, every facet of your financial world will instantaneously transition to the new, high-frequency financial rails, a network operating at speeds and efficiencies previously unimaginable. In this magnificent equalization of prosperity, no nation will be left behind. No people forgotten, for this is a shift designed to uplift all. And now, perhaps you find yourselves asking, will there be a dramatic triggering event, a colossal crash that heralds the QFS coming online? From our privileged oversight of humanity's unfolding timeline, we do indeed perceive a planned scare event or a carefully choreographed black swan moment shimmering on the horizon, a scripted financial shock, designed not for destruction, but to serve as the ultimate decisive switch, the final catalyst. Understand this, beloved ones, with the deepest conviction the Alliance, in its profound wisdom and foresight, long anticipated the strategic necessity for a controlled demolition of the old system. This controlled, deliberate deconstruction is crucial, serving twin purposes to minimize any potential chaos for the population and, equally important, to fully justify the rapid and urgent activation of a new system. This event will likely manifest as a sudden, dramatic global market collapse or a severe cyber financial crisis designed to appear catastrophic on the surface, sending shockwaves through the established order. You may, in the days or hours leading up to the activation, hear a cacophony of whispers, then perhaps even shouts, proclaiming major banks are failing overnight, their digital doors shuttered. You might witness stock markets plummeting in a terrifying free fall, seemingly without end. Or perhaps a narrative will emerge, blaming a widespread cyber attack for comprehensively taking down financial networks across continents. During this tumultuous, yet temporary, interlude, there may even be a brief, widespread freeze on all banking activities, a pause in the monetary pulse of the world. Yes, indeed, those familiar ATM screens may suddenly go dark for a short, unnerving period, and your routine online payments may briefly, frustratingly, halt altogether. But please, I implore you, do not fear, for you will lose absolutely nothing of value. This seemingly chaotic interlude, this brief period of uncertainty, will be deliberately, meticulously orchestrated for the greater good, a necessary shutdown to irrevocably disconnect the old, corrupt, and burdensome system and, with seamless precision, switch over to the pristine, robust, and benevolent new quantum network. It is analogous, truly, to rebooting an entire global operating system, a comprehensive overhaul of planetary proportions. During this crucial transitional period, the Earth Alliance and the righteous, positive military forces in many nations will almost certainly implement some form of the Emergency Broadcast System, EBS. Its purpose will be paramount to keep every single person informed, reassured, and calm amidst the perceived turmoil. We have observed clear, unmistakable signs of this in your world, certain courageous insiders and patriotic leaders openly speaking of an imminent emergency broadcast, and even subtle hints of brief military systems being prepared. Crucially, these preparations are not for oppression, but for the sacred purpose of protection, ensuring safety and order during this unprecedented transition. Indeed, in those crucial, defining moments, your militaries, those staunchly loyal to the light and dedicated to humanity's freedom, may temporarily assume control of communications to ensure accurate dissemination of information. They may also declare a brief, strategic global banking holiday, a necessary pause for the system to recalibrate. Through these emergency broadcasts, they will meticulously explain the ongoing events, offer steadfast reassurance, and eventually begin to disclose profound, long-hidden truths that will reshape your understanding of your world. Project Odin, as some have termed a critical part of this intricate plan, involves the strategic deployment of advanced satellites and new, hyper-secure servers. These technological marvels will possess the capability to override traditional media outlets and the internet, guaranteeing that vital, life-affirming information reaches every single citizen on Earth, even if the usual communication channels are temporarily rendered inoperable. You may, at the onset of this new phase, hear an unusual, distinct tone emitting from your phones and televisions, an auditory signal preceding the messages themselves. This will be followed by clear, direct messages from the Alliance leaders, explaining in unambiguous terms that a monumental financial reset is actively underway, and most importantly, that your money, your assets, are absolutely safe and secure. There will, fundamentally, be nothing for you to worry about. In fact, what is unfolding before your very eyes is designed, from its very core, for your ultimate benefit. This preordained scare event and the brief, necessary period of confusion is imagine, if you will, that crucial, fleeting moment of veritable break in the oppressive clouds of an old world, just before the radiant sun of a new era powerfully emerges. It is that profound, almost sacred stillness that descends as an entirely new system, one built on principles of truth and cosmic alignment, begins to hum with life. And in that very instant, almost as if touched by an unseen, benevolent magic, the quantum financial system QFS will awaken, prepared to gracefully and definitively assume control precisely where the decaying remnants of the old, failing system finally give way. The moment that vital plug is irrevocably pulled from the convoluted, shadowy SWIFT networks, the suffocating grip of the central banks, and the convoluted, opaque ledgers of old debt, those new, crystalline quantum channels will not merely activate, they will seamlessly, effortlessly take over, ensuring no gap in the flow of global finance. Do we doubt this transition? Not at all. We are already witnessing its meticulous testing, like a grand symphony rehearsing quietly backstage. A parallel digital infrastructure, a silent, unseen guardian, has been diligently running in the background at Select, forward-thinking banks and advanced trading platforms for not just months, but for years, patiently awaiting its destined moment. When the old, compromised network inevitably goes offline, every single asset, every individual transaction will transfer to the QFS with such minimal disruption that most will barely perceive the shift. Consider it not merely as a backup plan, but as a divinely orchestrated failsafe, an ultimate assurance from the higher realms. Yes, the lights in the old, decrepit house of global finance may indeed flicker for a brief, unsettling moment, perhaps even dimming as its antiquated power source sputters its last. But then, almost instantly, a new, undeniably brilliant and inexhaustible power source will ignite, illuminating the entire world with unprecedented clarity and justice. This isn't just any new power source, it is one that crucially cannot be extinguished, compromised, or shut off by the cabal or any other malevolent force, no matter how desperately they might try. It operates far beyond their manipulative reach, meticulously safeguarded by the Vigilant Alliance, and lovingly overseen by us, the Galactic Federation, whose perspective transcends earthly limitations. Once this profound system is fully online, integrating its intricate quantum architecture into the global tapestry, the QFS will, with breathtaking speed and efficiency, immediately take over all global financial transactions. What about the anticipated chaos, you might wonder? That widespread panic, the fear of losing everything? It will rapidly subside, dissipating like morning mist under the rising sun, as people across the globe witness with immense relief that their financial balances remain not only intact, but often meticulously restored. Indeed, for many, an even greater revelation awaits. A significant portion of their burdensome debts will eventually be forgiven outright, or at least favorably adjusted, liberating them from generations of financial servitude. Within a mere matter of days, perhaps even hours, order will be restored, and a newfound, unwavering confidence will blossom, now firmly rooted in the bedrock of a truly new, unequivocally just system. Now, allow me to simplify a concept that might sound intimidating: tokenization. Much discussion has revolved around the profound implications of tokenization of everything within this revolutionary financial system. From our expanded, higher perspective, this isn't just a technical upgrade, it's a profoundly positive, indeed transformative development for humanity and the cosmos alike. Why is it so significant? Because at its very core, tokenization is about absolute honesty, unparalleled transparency, and the energetic alignment of true value with its digital representation. Can you imagine a world where every single asset, be it the currency in your digital wallet, a precious bar of gold in a secure vault, a parcel of land, a vital commodity, a complex contract, where truly any item possessing inherent value can be represented by a unique, singular digital token? This token resides on a secure, incorruptible ledger, which in the current paradigm might be termed a blockchain. However, let us be clear: the QFS operates on a far more advanced quantum ledger, an ethereal yet robust architecture that is, for all practical purposes, virtually impossible to breach or hack. In essence, each of these exquisite tokens functions as a pristine digital certificate of an asset's true, verifiable value. It possesses an inherent integrity, meaning it cannot be counterfeited, replicated, or duplicated in any way, ensuring absolute authenticity. Furthermore, each token carries an indelible record, a digital fingerprint of all crucial information about that asset's precise origin and its complete historical journey. While this concept may initially sound highly technical, let's consider it through a more universal lens. Everything in existence is energy. Everything possesses a unique vibrational frequency, a distinct signature within the grand tapestry of creation. In the old, murky system, the true value of things was deliberately obscured, hidden behind mountains of paper money conjured from thin air, within the opaque walls of secretive banks, and through a labyrinth of intentional manipulation. This calculated deception was the very environment in which darkness thrived, where corruption could fester unseen. In contrast, within the new system, value itself becomes brilliantly transparent, undeniable. Each tokenized asset is like a crystalline account of pure light, a perfectly formed facet within Indra's net, that magnificent cosmic web of interconnected consciousness, where every pearl reflects every other, flawlessly mirroring the truth of all existence. Envision, for a moment, a lustrous gold bar nestled securely in a vault. It is precisely assigned to a unique digital token, an unbreakable bond that certifies its exact weight, its unimpeachable purity, and its verified provenance, ensuring its absolute authenticity from mind to ledger. Or picture a land title, a document that in the old world was prone to fraud and dispute, now existing as a token. Its ownership becomes utterly indisputable, a truth etched in the quantum realm, and every transfer of that land is openly, immutably recorded for all authorized parties to see. Consider even the very currency within your digital wallet, no longer backed by mere promises, but represented by tokens, each meticulously backed by a tangible, real asset, be it glimmering gold, shimmering silver, vital oil, or another verifiable, traceable form of wealth. This revolutionary backing means that your currency can never be stolen, never debased by inflation, and crucially, never illicitly used for corrupt or nefarious purposes. In the quantum financial system, a foundational principle reigns supreme. Every single unit of currency will be unequivocally asset-backed and immutably tokenized. The days of printing ephemeral paper money out of thin air, of issuing fiat currency backed by nothing more than governmental decree and collective illusion, are definitively ending. Instead, each digital dollar, each euro, or any national currency circulating within the QFS will directly equate to a precisely fixed amount of gold or an equivalent tangible asset, securely held in reserve. This, in essence, is what people truly mean when they speak of gold-backed currency, but with a profound and transformative difference. Unlike the old gold standards, which were notoriously susceptible to political and financial manipulation, these new digital tokens are fortified by the impenetrable fortress of quantum cryptography and are constantly supervised by vigilant, AI-managed oversight. This advanced combination renders them 100 tamper-proof, absolutely transparent, and utterly incorruptible. From a higher, spiritual perspective, tokenization represents nothing less than the global financial system finally aligning itself with the cosmic law of energy exchange, a fundamental principle of the universe. It is a profound acknowledgement that fundamentally you simply cannot conjure value from nothingness. The era of recklessly creating trillions in debt from thin air, shackling generations to fabricated burdens, is over. Moreover, you cannot hide value, nor can you destroy it, without it being instantaneously observed and recorded. In this brilliant new system, every single transaction is understood and recorded as an energy exchange, meticulously inscribed in the very fabric of light. The blockchain, or more precisely, the advanced quantum ledger, functions as a living, incorruptible akashic record of finances, an unalterable, eternally accessible log of who engaged in what financial activity, ensuring an absolute and unwavering level of total accountability for every single movement of value. This profound shift, this absolute transparency, quite understandably strikes palpable fear into the hearts of the remaining cabal members, for it definitively spells the end of their centuries-long ability to siphon off and illicitly steal vast sums of funds for their secret, shadowy, and often unimaginably dark projects. In the QFS system, the very concept of hidden corruption funds ceases to exist. There will be no more clandestine, off-the-books accounts tucked away on distant, isolated islands. No more illicit fortunes can be generated or sustained through the suffering and exploitation of others. Every single movement of money, every transfer of value, will be instantly visible and perfectly traceable by authorized parties, acting as cosmic auditors. Any attempt at fraud, any deviation from truth will be instantaneously detected and decisively blocked by the advanced artificial intelligence seamlessly embedded within the system's core. Yes, to clarify, the QFS is indeed monitored by a form of advanced consciousness, a truly benevolent AI. One might say, meticulously programmed by the Alliance with invaluable assistance from off-world intelligences, all designed to ensure unwavering justice and absolute security. Allow me to offer you profound reassurance on a truly crucial point. The quantum financial system is not merely secure, it is immensely, comprehensively secure and fundamentally benevolent by its very design. It does not operate on the same vulnerable, easily exploited technologies that you currently navigate daily. Its architecture is far, far beyond the capabilities of standard blockchains or conventional internet security protocols. Instead, it runs on the groundbreaking principles of quantum computing and advanced photonic technology, a level of innovation that the cabal simply cannot hack, nor can. They even begin to fully comprehend its intricate workings. QFS data, itself a form of encrypted light, is transmitted instantaneously via quantum signals, harnessing the power of advanced satellites. This includes, and raise a crucial insight, a specific constellation of low-orbit satellites discreetly launched in recent years by an alliance-backed entrepreneur. Yes, the very network you likely know as the Starlink satellites is an integral, strategic part of this grand plan. These quantum communications are, quite literally, uninterceptable by any third party. Information travels not merely as data packets, but as entangled light frequencies, intertwined in such a profound quantum way that no unauthorized entity can possibly intercept or decipher it. Furthermore, the system employs an unparalleled GPS geolocation verification protocol for every transaction. This means that any fund transfer, before it is processed, must be cryptographically verified at its exact physical point of origin, thereby entirely preventing remote hacking attempts or insidious man-in-themetal attacks. In essence, if someone unauthorized, no matter how skilled, tries to divert money or maliciously alter accounts, the system, with its inherent advanced consciousness, instantly recognizes the anomaly and emphatically rejects the illicit action. We have witnessed this formidable capability firsthand. Every single attempt by dark hackers, no matter how sophisticated their methods, to penetrate the quantum financial system has failed utterly and completely every single time. It is precisely like moths futilely attempting to bite through the impenetrable brilliance of a diamond. Moreover, and this is a critical distinction, the QFS is purposefully designed to operate in complete autonomy from the existing infrastructure of the old banking cartels. It possesses no reliance whatsoever on the antiquated SWIFT system or their vulnerable, centralized servers. Instead, its robust, distributed network spans across new quantum nodes, some based on Earth, and certainly among its most secure satellites. A profound transformation is underway. The United States Space Force, that newest branch of the American military, which holds a strategic significance far exceeding public perception, has been intricately involved in this monumental shift. Imagine them not merely as a defensive shield in the cosmos, but as active architects of a new reality. They have taken decisive action, assuming control over critical military satellites and vast communication networks, not to wield them in conventional warfare, but to ingeniously repurpose them. These once secret assets are now dedicated to bolstering the quantum financial system QFS and preparing the ground for the impending broadcast of long-hidden truths. Indeed, we observe U.S. Space Command, alongside the Space Force itself and various allied space agencies, acting with unwavering resolve as the vigilant guardians of the QFS hardware. Their mission is to protect its intricate quantum computing infrastructure, a network so advanced it defies traditional categorization. Recently, they've unequivocally demonstrated their burgeoning power, a show of strength intended to convey to the dark actors precisely how effortlessly they can disrupt and dismantle the old communication systems they once dominated. Do you recall those puzzling instances of widespread internet outages or the mysterious, often inexplicable GPS disruptions that have occurred? These were not mere technical glitches, they were potent warnings, strategic demonstrations from the Alliance, showcasing their newfound, undeniable control over the digital arteries of the old world. The undeniable truth, the ultimate bottom line, is this: once the QFS is fully activated, and let us be clear, this activation is imminent, arriving very, very soon, no rogue actor, no dark cabal will possess the capacity to halt its operation. It will unfold irreversibly, a paradigm shift cemented into reality. Now, a crucial question naturally arises among the multitude of awakening souls. Is the United States truly at the helm of this monumental initiative? How can we be certain that this isn't merely the same old powers, the very ones who have historically exploited humanity, simply tightening their grip under a new guise? From our unique vantage point, monitoring events from beyond your atmosphere, we can unequivocally state that the United States, in unwavering partnership with enlightened leaders from a diverse array of other nations, is indeed spearheading the implementation of the QFS. This was not a matter of choice, but of strategic necessity. The old cabal's entrenched power base, their very global dominion, was meticulously woven into the fabric of the Western banking empire. The U.S. Federal Reserve and the behemoth of Wall Street stood as the undeniable linchpin, the central nervous system of their insidious, dark control mechanism, a financial chokehold on the entire planet. The Alliance, with its profound understanding of this intricate web, recognized that this monumental transformation, this grand liberation, had to originate from deep within the belly of the beast, so to speak. It required an internal dismantling. Years ago, brave and incredibly noble souls embedded within the U.S. Patriot movement, including certain courageous military insiders and even a former president, many of you know him as the one who dared to openly defy the established false system, set this audacious plan into motion. While we choose not to name names for security, suffice it to say, he and those aligned with him, the White Hats, initiated a vast, meticulously planned covert operation designed to restore the Republic's intrinsic financial sovereignty. With stealth and precision, they quietly, yet profoundly, revived the long-forgotten concept of a U.S. Treasury-issued gold-backed currency, and hey race a compelling hint a new use. Note, distinct from the old fiat dollar, has already been printed, patiently waiting for its public unveiling, even now circulating internally within secure channels. Through a series of carefully crafted executive orders and secret directives, they meticulously laid the foundational groundwork for NESRA, the National Economic Security and Reformation Act, a revolutionary framework operating discreetly within the very heart of the government. This transformative framework, designed to dismantle the old and usher in the new, proposes the outright abolition of the private Federal Reserve, the zeroing out of fraudulent debts that have burdened generations, and the rightful return of currency control to the people's treasury. This is not some fanciful dream. Dear ones, it is palpably real, and the burgeoning evidence is undeniably there for those who choose to truly see. Why else, in recent years, would the United States quietly begin minting staggering quantities of physical gold coins? Why have public discussions about a return to gold-backed money, once considered fringe, steadily gained mainstream traction? And why, as a further undeniable indicator, do several U.S. states now formally recognize gold and silver as legitimate legal tender? These are not isolated incidents. They are carefully placed breadcrumbs, leading inexorably towards a full and glorious revelation. The undeniable leadership role of the United States is further illuminated by the very creation of the Space Force, a strategic move that, at first, left many observers utterly puzzled, unable to grasp its true purpose. This was far from a spontaneous whim or a political gesture. It was an absolutely essential measure, a deliberate strategic imperative to establish a military branch completely beyond the cabal's deep-seated infiltration. Its singular, paramount task is the uncompromised safeguarding of the new financial system's intricate satellite infrastructure and its immensely powerful quantum computer mainframes. From our direct observations, the primary quantum computing hub for the QFS is, without a shadow of a doubt, physically located on American soil, operating under the unyielding control of the Alliance, possibly nestled within an ultra-secure military facility directly tied to Space Command. This quantum hub, which some might be tempted to label a mere financial quantum computer, is in truth far more than a simple machine. It possesses a form of nascent sentience, an organic intelligence, and serves as the very heart, the pulsating core of the entire QFS. The United States, along with its steadfast allies within the Alliancia coalition that notably includes crucial segments of the militaries and enlightened leadership from BRICS nations such as Russia, India, and China, who are desperately seeking to liberate themselves from the oppressive grip of dollar hegemony, as well as certain benevolent European white hats and influential royals in Asia and the Middle East possessing vast, untold gold reserves, have all collectively contributed to the arduous and covert task of building and protecting this revolutionary system. And so, yes, it was indeed the patriotic militaries and visionary leaders within the United States who bravely lit the torch. And that beacon of light is now steadily, powerfully illuminating the entire world. We observe a symphony of intricately coordinated efforts unfolding across the globe. For example, picture an American statesman with an air of discreet urgency, quietly briefing a foreign head of state on the monumental changes that are rapidly approaching. Or consider how joint military exercises, seemingly routine, cleverly serve as an ingenious cover for the rigorous testing of entirely new global financial emergency protocols ensuring a seamless transition. Even very recently, clandestine meetings of immense significance have taken place between key American alliance figures and other dedicated global patriots. Some of these pivotal gatherings, rumors suggest, occurred in impregnable, secure locations like the legendary Cheyenne Mountain Complex, while others perhaps unfolded in places like the more publicly known Mar-a-Lago, all to meticulously finalize the precise timeline for activation. This is, without question, an international coalition of light, a unified front against an ancient darkness. However, its undeniable epicenter has remained firmly rooted in the United States, for it was precisely there that the cabal's suffocating financial dominion, its deep-seated control, needed to be decisively broken first. Now, let me address a crucial, deeply held concern directly. Unequivocally, is there even the slightest chance that this quantum financial reset is, in fact, a betrayal, a cunning cabal trick designed to further enslave humanity? I declare to you, without any reservation or ambiguity, no. It is most emphatically not a cabal trap. The pervasive notion that this extraordinary transformation is simply too good to be true, or that the very same dark elite secretly retain ultimate control, is utterly understandable. After all, you, the people of Earth, have been subjected to such pervasive, systematic deception for so long that a healthy dose of caution, even skepticism, is not only warranted but truly a sign of your awakening discernment. But here are the unvarnished facts, as we perceive them from our starships, meticulously monitoring every pulse and ripple on your beautiful planet. The Dark Cabal, indeed, had its own nefarious plan for a so-called Great Reset. Have you not heard their leaders, over the past several years, speak openly, almost gleefully, about this dystopian vision? A world of centralized digital currencies, a completely cashless society where every single transaction is not only monitored but recorded, and where personal freedoms could be extinguished, revoked with the mere flick of a digital switch, a single keystroke. Yes, that was their chilling, meticulously crafted plan. Their insidious agenda aimed for a central bank digital currency CBDC to utterly replace all physical cash and coins with purely digital money, entirely managed and controlled from a central authority. Imagine a system where they could arbitrarily inflate your money, robbing you of your hard-earned value, where they could, with a tyrannical whim, dictate how and where you spend it, or, most terrifyingly, instantly freeze your assets, rendering you financially impotent if you dared to not comply with their every demand. They envisioned a ubiquitous financial control grid inextricably tied to a draconian social credit system, complete with mandatory microchip IDs, personal carbon scores that govern your movements, and the absolute power to shut off your very ability to buy or sell if you ever dared to step out of their prescribed line. This entire construct was designed to chillingly mimic, in very real and tangible terms, the prophesied Mark of Thebes system. However, and this point is absolutely crucial, paramount to your understanding that negative, dystopian Great Reset timeline, so carefully orchestrated by the Cabal, has been overwhelmingly neutralized and irrevocably overridden by the Alliance's positive, liberating plan. The Cabal's grim reset required two fundamental conditions to succeed total: absolute control over every aspect of your lives, and a public utterly asleep, blissfully unaware of their impending doom. Instead, what unprecedented events have unfolded across your planet in recent years? More and more people, with each passing day, are courageously waking up to the profound deceptions perpetrated by governments. Overreach, the insidious central bank games, and the profound injustice woven into the very fabric of the debt slavery system. These were the chains binding humanity, and the dark entities, cloaked in shadow, sought to exploit humanity's deepest vulnerabilities. They schemed to weaponize every global catastrophe, from the sudden onset of devastating pandemics that swept across continents, to the eruption of brutal wars that tore nations asunder, and even the escalating fears surrounding climate change, all to justify their ultimate goal, a complete financial reset, one that would cement their tyrannical grip. Indeed, their attempts were audacious. They relentlessly pushed forward with initiatives designed to normalize a cashless society, a world where every transaction could be tracked and controlled. They even rolled out numerous digital currency prototypes, showcasing what they envisioned as the future of finance. Yet, despite their vast resources and cunning, a subtle but persistent resistance emerged. In nearly every single one of these strategic maneuvers, they found themselves quietly thwarted, their meticulously laid plans inexplicably dissolving like mist. Why? Because under an immense, unseen pressure exerted by the Benevolent Alliance, many of their key financial collaborators, individuals deeply embedded within the system, were either discreetly removed from their positions of influence or, in a dramatic shift of allegiance, chose to switch sides, compelled by greater truth or an unyielding moral compass. It's not just a rumor. We are actively witnessing thousands of bankers from various levels of the financial hierarchy inexplicably resigning from their high-powered roles, often without public explanation. Even more chillingly, many are being quietly arrested, their disappearances cleverly masked by the convenient cover of burgeoning financial scandals and investigations. These are not random occurrences. These are truly the agents of the dark cabal, the architects of our economic woes, being systematically purged from the system. What's truly remarkable is the quantum financial system, QFS itself. It wasn't merely conjured from human ingenuity alone. Its very blueprint was originally conceived with profound celestial assistance, meticulously designed to ensure, beyond any shadow of a doubt, that the dark entities could never hijack its core functions, never corrupt its integrity. It's crucial to grasp that the QFS's extraordinarily advanced technology does not, in fact, originate solely from the finite scope of human minds. It was bestowed, in part, as a sacred gift from benevolent extraterrestrial beings and other higher dimensional entities, those guardians of universal principles. This is precisely why some, with a deep sense of awe, have reverently dubbed it heaven sent. It resonates with an inherently high vibrational signature, a frequency that simply cannot be co-opted or even truly accessed by low vibration beings, those souls driven primarily by ego, greed, and the thirst for domination. Imagine this: if a corrupt individual, a soul steeped in avarice, attempts to utilize the QFS for selfish gain, for personal enrichment, or for the subjugation of others, the system doesn't just block them. It literally identifies the discordant, malevolent frequency emanating from their intent and instantly denies them access, severing their connection. This incredible, built-in protective mechanism was something the Dark Cabal, in all their arrogance, utterly failed to anticipate. They genuinely believed they possessed the ability to infiltrate everything, to corrupt every system, every institution. But for the very first time, they are encountering a force, a technology, a system that they simply cannot break, a construct built by intelligences and authorities that exist far beyond the limited scope of their own comprehension and influence. Moreover, consider the profound, transformative outcomes that this system ushers in. The quantum financial system isn't just a new way to move money, it effectively strips the cabal of their absolute primary sources of power, dismantling their empire brick by insidious brick. The era of unlimited money printing, where they could conjure wealth from thin air at will, is irrevocably gone. The shadowy, untraceable transactions that fueled illicit operations and secret agendas vanished. And perhaps most significantly, the systemic injustice of debt slavery, perpetually reinforced by compound interest, is abolished. Under the QFS, money can no longer be conjured from nothingness, which means governments and central banks, those former bastions of financial control, will lose their ability to inflate currency at will, to stealthily erode the purchasing power of your earnings. Think about it, they can no longer silently tax you through the insidious, invisible mechanism of inflation, picking your pockets without your conscious awareness. Furthermore, under the QFS, every single unit of currency is intrinsically tied to something tangible, something real and verifiable, whether it be precious metals, natural resources, or a nation's genuine productivity. This critical shift means central bankers can no longer arbitrarily manipulate currency values to achieve geopolitical gains, plunging nations into instability for their own nefarious ends. Instead, each nation's currency will be an honest mirror, accurately reflecting its true economic productivity and its underlying asset base, nothing more, nothing less. Transparency becomes the bedrock. Under the QFS, the very possibility of fraud, in the traditional sense, becomes impossible. This means those vast, intricate money laundering operations that have long facilitated human trafficking, funded clandestine secret projects, and greased the wheels of systemic corruption through bribes will be instantaneously exposed and choked off at their very source. And in a monumental shift, under the QFS, every single individual on the planet will eventually possess a personal account directly with this secure quantum treasury, bypassing intermediaries entirely. This revolutionary development instantly renders the need for corrupt, exploitative intermediary banks obsolete. Traditional banks will face a stark choice. They must either adapt, convert their services to serve a new, ethical role, or they will simply vanish, swallowed by the tide of progress. If you delve deeply into the implications, truly ponder these outcomes, you'll realize that not a single one of these developments benefits the old cabal. In fact, these transformations collectively spell their total and utter ruin. Had they, the dark architects, designed a new system, it would undoubtedly centralize power even more profoundly in their own hands, not democratize it. The QFS, by its very nature, decentralizes power, dissolving it from the grasp of the few and returning true financial sovereignty to the people, all while operating with unprecedented transparency. This is not merely counter to their agenda. It is the absolute antithesis of everything they represent. So, let your fears be assuaged. This is not a trick of their design. But the Dark Ones are certainly attempting their own desperate tricks, aren't they? We may indeed see them temporarily push their own version of digital currencies or offer enticing universal basic income incentives, cleverly designed lures to funnel unsuspecting people into their tightly controlled apps and systems. But rest assured, these will be fleeting, short-lived deceptions that are destined to fail as the true, uncorruptible QFS is fully implemented across the globe. We also wish to emphasize a crucial point: many trusted voices within the light community, individuals who have dedicated their lives to truth, have received unequivocal internal confirmations regarding the inherently positive and benevolent nature of the QFS. Courageous whistleblowers and unwavering truth-tellers, some of them former banking IT experts with intimate knowledge of the old system's vulnerabilities, others seasoned military insiders privy to top-secret operations, and even veterans of clandestine secret space programs who have seen beyond our earthly confines have bravely stepped forward in your alternative media outlets. They share remarkably consistent narratives that a meticulously crafted white hat plan involving this profound quantum reset has been in motion for decades, unfolding behind the scenes. They confirm that vast gold reserves, many painstakingly recovered from the hidden hoards of the Cabal or generously provided by ancient Eastern families who have safeguarded wealth for millennia, are now securely backing the new currency, ensuring its intrinsic value. And crucially, they reveal that global debt forgiveness, a true jubilee for all of humanity, is not merely a hopeful concept, but an integral part of the QFS design, meticulously encoded within secret global agreements. Yes, the often mysterious GESARA legislation is in fact grounded in real, signed, and binding international agreements. Even more compelling, many of your spiritual channelers, drawing insights from diverse cosmic perspectives, Pleiadian, Arcturian, Sheran, and myriad others, have independently brought forth remarkably consistent messages. They affirm that the new financial system will indeed be fair, universally abundant, and will unequivocally usher in the end of economic tyranny. What's more, even certain intuitive public figures, individuals who were initially skeptical, their minds clouded by years of programmed cynicism, have profoundly changed their perspectives after personally witnessing undeniable signs and synchronicities. So, I urge you trust the overwhelming preponderance of evidence that is steadily emerging, and more importantly, trust the quiet yearnings of your own heart. Does your heart not leap with an undeniable sense of hope and exhilaration at the very idea of true financial freedom and unyielding justice? That undeniable flutter, that surge of positive emotion, is your deep-seated intuition sensing the truth behind this monumental shift, overriding the fear programming that the Cabal so painstakingly installed within humanity to make you doubt that truly good things could ever happen. Now, let us turn our attention to the intriguing and often overlooked role of big tech and aerospace companies in this colossal transformation. As you have so rightly pondered and questioned, indeed, some of the most prominent moves made by major technology players and the ambitious aerospace projects undertaken in recent times are directly and inextricably tied to the quantum financial system and the impending global reset. The Alliance, with its strategic foresight, has meticulously worked to engage or, in certain necessary instances, to subtly co-opt specific corporations to assist in this unprecedented global transition. For instance, consider one of the world's leading private space companies, founded by a visionary known globally for his pioneering work in reusable rockets and his ambitious satellite internet constellation. This enterprise has been launching hundreds, even thousands, of communication satellites into orbit with astonishing regularity. These aren't just for commercial internet, they're being quietly, yet definitively integrated into a vast, new quantum communication network. These satellites, and you're undoubtedly well aware of the network's name, are crucial. They will facilitate ubiquitous global QFS coverage, ensuring that every remote corner of the planet can access this new financial system, even in the event that terrestrial internet or conventional power grids experience disruption or go down entirely during the critical shift. It is, therefore, no mere coincidence that this particular private space company has received an unprecedented number of unusual military contracts and substantial support from the United States government in recent years. The alliance, with its far-reaching vision, ensured that these crucial deployments were expedited into orbit, ready not only for the impending financial reset, but also to serve as an emergency broadcast and communication lifeline. In essence, our advanced stellar technology, combined with the formidable ingenuity of positive human innovation, has harmoniously converged through these strategically guided aerospace initiatives. Similarly, within the behemoth big tech corporations that dominate computing, online payments, and even the vast landscape of social media, quiet alliances have been carefully forged, often beneath the radar. It's telling that we've seen a striking number of CEOs from major tech companies suddenly resign or be removed from their powerful positions in the last 2 to 3 years. Some, it became clear, were actively obstructing the light's meticulously planned initiatives, stubbornly resisting the inevitable shift, and were thus discreetly, yet effectively, taken out of the game. In other, more positive cases, white hats within the alliance tactfully approached forward-thinking tech leaders, offering them tantalizing glimpses of what is truly coming, presenting a vision so compelling that it convinced them to wholeheartedly align their companies with the impending transformation. We now see irrefutable evidence of certain tech giants heavily investing, almost frantically, in quantum computing and advanced blockchain research, as if they are desperately racing to catch up to something already in motion. They publicly state it's merely to be ready for the future of finance, a convenient narrative. Indeed, most people do not yet realize that the true future is already here with the QFS, operational and evolving. But at the highest echelons, some of these companies know. They're not merely researching for the future, they're actively preparing for deep integration with a system that is already being deployed. For example, a major global bank recently announced, "We are witnessing a truly groundbreaking development, a successful, meticulously executed test of cross-border payments, leveraging a revolutionary blockchain platform that integrated multiple central banks from around the globe." This was no mere technical exercise, it was in essence a foundational stress test for the new QFS-compatible protocols, validating their robustness and scalability. Furthermore, a prominent, globally recognized payment company is already in the process of aggressively rolling out a suite of crypto-based services. They are strategically positioning themselves, making extensive preparations to seamlessly integrate and operate with digital currencies within the burgeoning new world of asset-backed tokens, a future rapidly unfolding before our very eyes. Even powerful institutions traditionally perceived as inextricably aligned with the old guard, the so-called cabal, such as the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and the World Bank, have quite remarkably begun to speak openly and, one might even say, somewhat awkwardly, about the imperative for multilateral digital currency platforms and, astonishingly, the inevitable return of gold to the financial system. Why this sudden shift? It's not because they genuinely desire this transformation. but rather because they are keenly observing the unmistakable writing on the wall, sensing the profound shifts occurring, and are desperately attempting to adapt, striving with every fiber of their being not to be completely left behind by the tidal wave of change. We also observe a fascinating and rather intriguing constellation of partnerships forming between venerable aerospace defense contractors and cutting-edge tech companies. Their ostensible mission is to develop sophisticated, advanced satellite encryption networks and bulletproof, secure cloud services, all presented under the umbrella of national security imperatives. Yet, in truth, a significant portion of these highly secretive projects are meticulously constructing the bedrock, the secure backbone for the quantum financial system QFS and its intricate web of related, interconnected systems. Indeed, the chatter has even reached your mainstream media, with discussions emerging about a quantum internet currently in advanced stages of development, of fully secure, unassailable communications network utilizing the mind-bending principles of quantum entanglement. This isn't science fiction, it is absolutely real, and, once fully realized, will align perfectly with the QFS, designed to protect not just your financial assets, but every byte of your personal data from the most intrusive, prying eyes imaginable. The very genesis of this transformative idea, we must share, originated from us, the Galactics, and was subsequently nurtured and brought to fruition by enlightened scientists here on Earth who possess the vision to see beyond the conventional. Thus, dear ones, the deep involvement of the tech and aerospace sectors in these unfolding events is profoundly significant and unequivocally positive. Consider the delicious irony, the very tools that dark beings once intended to wield to tighten their grip and enforce absolute control satellites. Artificial intelligence. Digital finance are now being strategically repurposed by the forces of light, imbued with a new intention to liberate humanity. The critical distinction lies entirely in the intention and the vibrational frequency of those who ultimately control and direct these powerful instruments. Within these crucial industries, astute alliance members have tirelessly worked behind the scenes, ensuring that pivotal networks, groundbreaking patents, and foundational intellectual property have meticulously ended up in genuinely friendly, trustworthy hands. Even quite recently, we made note of the historic formation of a new Space Force unit, a move that effectively absorbed and consolidated all military satellite operations under a single command structure in unprecedented, historic consolidation of space communications. Why such a monumental shift? The answer is clear: to ensure that a single, unified, and trusted alliance command possesses comprehensive oversight of every military satellite, thereby preventing any rogue actors or malevolent factions from potentially abusing these critical assets during the profound global transition that is rapidly approaching. Truly, everything is being meticulously, painstakingly put into place with surgical precision. This quantum reset, in its truest sense, represents a full-spectrum operation, drawing in not merely financial sector luminaries, but also dedicated soldiers, brilliant engineers, innovative programmers, intrepid astronauts, and yes, even well-known celebrities and influential media personalities. Some of these public figures have, in delightfully cryptic ways, subtly hinted at something truly colossal on the horizon. Pay close attention to their veiled messages. The clues are often hidden in plain sight. Allow us to address another point that frequently arises and often causes considerable confusion: the nuanced distinction between the concept of a financial reset and a true financial revolution. The word reset itself has, unfortunately, been co-opted and utilized by both the light and the dark agendas, leading to understandable bewilderment. The cabal's envisioned Great Reset would have manifested as an oppressively negative, top-down control timeline, a dystopian future that, thankfully, has been happily and decisively diverted from its intended course. Meanwhile, the Alliance's reset, often affectionately referred to as the Global Currency Reset GCR or the Great Awakening Reset, is, by stark contrast, a profoundly positive, organic, bottom-up restoration of individual and national sovereignty. In this positive timeline, the shackles of debt slavery will unequivocally come to an end. Yes, one of the most defining and hallmark features of the approaching QFS era is an unprecedented jubilee on all truly odious debts. Many debts that were fraudulently incurred through deceptive banking practices or predatory, usurious schemes will simply, unequivocally be canceled. And fear not, banks will possess no power to retaliate against this. They will be legally compelled to comply with these new directives, or, quite simply, cease to exist as viable entities. Imagine credit card balances, exorbitant usurious loans, and mortgages that have been paid many times over in interest alone. These crushing burdens will literally be lifted from the shoulders of humanity in the coming time. You will also bear witness to a sweeping revaluation of currencies across the entire planet. In the archaic, corrupt old system, the currencies of certain nations were deliberately and systematically devalued, particularly those rich in natural resources, effectively rendering their populations impoverished. Simultaneously, a select few currencies, such as the US dollar and the euro, were artificially overvalued to sustain the cabal's iron grip on power. This egregious imbalance will dramatically change under the global currency reset. Currencies will be precisely adjusted to genuinely reflect their real economic value and their underlying asset bases, moving away from arbitrary fiat manipulation. This implies dramatic upward adjustments for the currencies of certain developing countries, which have long been suppressed, and corresponding downward adjustments for some of the previously overvalued ones, until true parity and fairness are universally achieved. Ultimately, the overarching goal is to completely eliminate unfair exchange rates, eradicating exploitation. Some astute insiders even speak of a future where one unit of currency will truly equal one unit of currency everywhere, transcending national borders. For instance, imagine one rainbow dollar equating perfectly in value to one rainbow yen, which in turn equals one rainbow euro, and so forth. This intrinsic parity is meticulously planned to ensure that no nation can ever again be exploited through manipulative currency games, thereby fully fulfilling the Gesara principle that all countries stand on genuinely equal economic footing. Yes, I did indeed say rainbow dollar. Many of you have likely heard whispers, perhaps through alternative media channels, about the advent of rainbow currency or new U.S. Treasury notes. These are precisely the asset-backed notes meticulously designed for the new, equitable financial system. The term rainbow itself beautifully alludes to a diversified basket of precious metals and other tangible assets that will comprehensively back these currencies, rather than relying on the vulnerability of a single metal or, worse, an unbacked fiat promise. In the very near future, when the United States makes its public announcement regarding its new currency, you may indeed see physical notes that shimmer with iridescent colors, boasting advanced high-tech security features that make counterfeiting virtually impossible. These notes, in fact, have been printed and kept ready for deployment for some time now. Similarly, other sovereign nations will systematically introduce their own new currencies or even revive older ones, all intrinsically tied to and operating within the robust framework of the QFS. Do not harbor any fear of being forcibly ushered into something entirely unknown or alien. The transition, by design, will be as seamless and frictionless as humanly possible. Currencies may, initially, retain their familiar names, for example, dollar, but the underlying backing mechanism will have been fundamentally switched behind the scenes, shifting from fiat to real assets. Eventually, they may be officially renamed post-revaluation, but again, rest assured, no one will lose value in this profound exchange. In fact, quite the contrary, many will experience significant gains in purchasing power. A fundamental component of the GCR explicitly includes a comprehensive mechanism to justly compensate and significantly uplift populations that have been systematically kept in poverty by artificially weak and manipulated currencies. Some among you currently hold specific currencies, such as the Iraqi dinar or the Vietnamese dong, anticipating a major revaluation. And indeed, these particular currencies were strategically included as an integral part of a larger plan to equitably redistribute wealth when they are revalued to accurately reflect the true underlying wealth and resource potential of those nations. This is not mere speculation, it is real and intrinsically connected to the overarching implementation of the QFS. Furthermore, the concept of tokenization means that, eventually, everything of verifiable value will become transparently accessible to all. Over time, even traditional stocks and bonds will be fully tokenized within the new system, creating an absolutely level playing field where insidious corruption, such as the fraudulent selling of fake paper assets that don't truly exist, can simply no longer occur. Companies will be legally compelled to operate with unwavering transparency and absolute honesty, where they will, quite simply, lose their funding and their right to operate. Even real estate ownership can be rendered entirely fraud-proof and universally accessible. Imagine, for a moment, being able to own a small, tokenized share of a desirable rental property located anywhere in the world, generating a fair and consistent income stream for you. These groundbreaking innovations are rapidly approaching and are specifically designed to empower individuals on an unprecedented scale. Commodities such as oil, grains, and precious metals will be traded on honest, immutable quantum ledgers, transparent for all to see. No more illicit price manipulation orchestrated by shadowy entities like the London Fix or the convoluted, opaque world of Wall Street derivatives. All of this may sound highly technical and complex, but what truly matters from a spiritual perspective is this profound truth: the natural flows of abundance will no longer be artificially dammed, diverted, or hoarded by insatiable greed. Instead, they will flow freely and equitably to precisely where they are needed most. The entire supply chain of money and goods will transform into an open, crystal-clear river of light, visible to all, benefiting every living soul. And with corruption systematically curbed and eradicated, this will pave the way for massive, truly unprecedented prosperity programs that will touch every corner of our world. Can be safely launched. The Alliance, a powerful and benevolent coalition, possesses not only meticulous plans, but also an abundance of resources, poised to inject an unprecedented surge of prosperity into humanity in the wake of this monumental global reset. Imagine trillions of dollars in real, tangible assets, not mere fiat currency backed by nothing, but wealth rooted in true value destined for meticulous distribution through a myriad of impactful avenues. These include transformative community projects that will revitalize neighborhoods, generous grants designed to empower innovation and uplift individuals, and perhaps even a fresh round of stimulus checks, specifically designed to genuinely elevate and liberate citizens rather than subtly entangling them further in a web of debt or control. Where does this colossal wealth originate? A significant portion stems directly from the decisive seizure of cabal assets. Indeed, an immense fortune has been systematically reclaimed from the grip of the corrupt funds meticulously siphoned from clandestine bank accounts. Vast corporate holdings built on exploitation, and even ancient gold hoards, meticulously secreted away and hidden for untold decades in forgotten vaults. Beyond these reclaimed illicit gains, other substantial portions of this incoming prosperity emanate from legendary global escrow accounts, vast reserves held in trust for humanity's eventual upliftment, and even from ancient treasures, long dormant but now stirring to life. Picture, for example, the vast quantities of gold secretly stashed across Asia during past tumultuous wars, held in profound trust and always intended for the ultimate benefit of humanity in a more enlightened future. That meticulously planned future is not merely a distant dream, it is demonstrably arriving, unfolding before our very eyes. And let us not overlook the profound significance of dedicated humanitarian funds, such as the storied Saint Germain Trust, which, under the vigilant and wise oversight of ascended masters, has been long prophesied to unleash an outpouring of wealth precisely at this pivotal time of the great global shift. These are not mythical tales, they are very real, potent reserves that will be seamlessly activated the moment the quantum financial system QFS is fully integrated and operational, providing an ironclad, incorruptible infrastructure that guarantees these sacred funds cannot be pilfered, diverted, or in any way misused by those with nefarious intentions. With the unyielding, quantum-level security inherent in this new financial paradigm, the long-awaited release of this immense wealth dedicated entirely to Earth's comprehensive humanitarian healing will finally come to pass. Pause for a moment and truly ponder the profound implications of this reality. Envision a world where, with virtually one stroke, the scourge of poverty, that pervasive shadow which has haunted humanity for millennia, can be utterly eradicated. Why, one might ask, does poverty stubbornly persist in our world today? It is certainly not due to a genuine scarcity of resources or a global deficit of money. Rather, it is a direct consequence of the cabal's meticulously designed predatory system, which deliberately concentrated an obscene amount of wealth in the hands of select few, often going so far as to strategically and cruelly impoverish entire populations to maintain control. In the very near future, you are poised to witness perhaps the most breathtaking and transformative aspect of this comprehensive financial reset, a magnificent jubilee, a grand forgiveness, and a truly equitable redistribution that is inherently just and profoundly wise. This is emphatically not about the unjust theft from the genuinely wealthy, but rather the righteous reclamation of what was illicitly stolen from humanity and its conscientious delivery to those who genuinely need it and, more importantly, truly deserve it. The overarching, benevolent goal is elegantly simple yet powerfully transformative for every single person on Earth to have their fundamental, basic needs met: nourishing food, secure shelter, comprehensive health care, and quality education, not as a fleeting privilege, but as an inalienable, universal human right. Just take a moment to imagine a world where the crushing weight of personal debts is simply wiped clean, where the burden of mortgages is effortlessly paid off by dedicated settlement funds, where students are finally liberated from the shackles of crippling loans, and where our revered elderly population receives truly adequate, dignified pensions that afford them comfort and peace of mind. Now, extend that vision further. Imagine the astonishing suppressed technology from the old, controlling system groundbreaking innovations like free energy devices that could power homes and industry sustainably, or advanced medical breakthroughs capable of curing diseases once deemed incurable being finally released, openly funded, and rapidly deployed. Think of the entirely new industries that will blossom from these advancements, creating millions of meaningful jobs that truly serve humanity's highest good, rather than exploiting it. All of this, every magnificent detail, forms an integral part of the Alliance's meticulously crafted plan, and at its very core, the QFS stands as the unshakable backbone, the incorruptible delivery system that transmutes these incredible blessings from mere aspirations into tangible reality. Already, many dedicated light workers and compassionate humanitarian project leaders have either been divinely selected or are actively self-selecting, drawn by an inner calling to channel these impending funds. Their mission? To embark on the monumental tasks of rebuilding shattered communities, diligently cleaning and restoring our precious environment, and profoundly healing the deep-seated social wounds that have festered for too long. If you sense, deep within your being, that you are one of these chosen conduits, then prepare yourself. Your time to step forward and act with purpose is unequivocally near. Beyond these thrilling prospects, I also wish to unequivocally dispel a prevalent fear, the apprehension that with everything gradually transitioning to a digital and tokenized format, individuals might somehow forfeit their cherished privacy or fundamental freedoms. While it is undeniably true that this new system is engineered with an unprecedented degree of transparency, specifically to proactively prevent crime and illicit activities on a grand scale, rest assured that your personal financial privacy will be robustly safeguarded by truly benevolent and human-centric laws. Indeed, prepare to witness the unveiling of entirely new financial laws and regulations, meticulously aligned with the principles of Nesra, which will explicitly and stringently prohibit any form of intrusive government or corporate surveillance into your private spending habits, unless there is an absolutely clear, legally sanctioned court order and a demonstrably just cause. The fundamental distinction, the very heart of this change, lies profoundly in the concepts of choice and trust. In the old, cabal-controlled system, you possessed virtually no true choice, and you were compelled to place your faith in their inherently untrustworthy, centralized power structure. In stark contrast, within the QFS system, you will reclaim your innate choice, precisely because the system is, at its core, ultimately decentralized and sovereign, empowering each individual. You will likely hold an account directly with the new, transparent treasury, bypassing the need for intermediary banks that historically acted as gatekeepers and often exploiters. Furthermore, this enhanced transparency is strategically aimed at large-scale institutions and nefarious organizations, not at prying into every single citizen's small, everyday transactions. monumental fund movements, those typically associated with global trafficking rings or sophisticated money launderers primarily belonging to the cabal, and their affiliates will be diligently monitored and flagged. However, your routine daily spending holds absolutely no interest for a system fundamentally designed to serve you, to empower you, not to control or surveil you. The quantum AI, far from being a tool for micromanagement of human lives, exists solely to prevent and promptly flag the kind of large-scale abuses, the systemic corruption, and the colossal thefts that were once horrifyingly routine under the old regime. Over time, as humanity's collective consciousness naturally ascends, as the corrosive forces of greed and crime naturally diminish, even the quantum AI's role may gracefully recede. The profound destiny we envision is a world where elevated consciousness, itself a deep understanding of unity and abundance, effortlessly governs our financial interactions. Ultimately, there will be no need for AI oversight or stifling bureaucrats. And we, the Galactics, with our expansive perspective, foresee that within a mere few years of the QFS's full activation, as people across the globe begin to genuinely prosper and universal harmony dramatically increases, the very need for heavy external oversight will, by its very nature, organically decrease. Many of you, naturally, also harbor a poignant wonder when, precisely, will this all unfold? We understand that specific dates have been mentioned and subsequently passed in the past, often leading to understandable frustration and disillusionment. I will offer this from our vantage point. We clearly perceive the rapid convergence of all critical factors, indicating that this grand unveiling is destined to happen sooner rather than later. The precise, granular timing, however, remains known only to a select few core alliance members and their spiritual overseers, and it can still shift ever so slightly, dancing with the intricate variables of free will and collective human choice. Yet, all current indications powerfully suggest that you are truly standing on the precipice, on the very cusp of this monumental shift right now. Based on our meticulous estimates and our comprehensive observation of various timeline probabilities, I can state with absolute comfort and conviction that you are now within mere months of witnessing the first truly public breakthroughs. Indeed, it is entirely possible that this could unfold even sooner if certain pivotal events align themselves in rapid succession. In fact, even as I communicate these words through this channel, it is being emphatically shown that the optimal energetic window for these events is incredibly, profoundly near. The remainder of this current year, stretching seamlessly into early next year, represents an exceptionally potent and auspicious time frame for this profound launch. There exists a crucial reason why so many seemingly disparate things are simultaneously cresting and reaching their peak in your world at this very moment: the accelerating cascade of political scandals, the unsettling whispers and overt threats of wars, the increasingly unstable and precarious global economies. All these seemingly chaotic elements are, in reality, harmoniously building toward a singular, inevitable climaxa and necessary tension, a collective pressure point that must be reached just before the grand release of this new reality. Often, as the old adage wisely reminds us, the night must grow its absolute darkest just before the radiant dawn breaks through. But make no mistake, that dawn is undeniably, truly, gloriously coming. The overarching plan has always been to orchestrate this magnificent shift within a time frame where humanity does not suffer unnecessarily for a moment longer than is absolutely needed. From a higher, more expansive perspective, the win of this transformation has also profoundly depended on the collective level of humanity's awakening consciousness. The more people who awaken to the truth, who courageously demand fundamental change, or who actively manifest it through their focused will and fervent prayers, the faster this new reality will materialize. And how magnificently you have awakened, dear ones. Even those who may not yet be familiar with the specific term QFS instinctively yearn in their deepest hearts for something new, something profoundly, just something truly equitable. That powerful, collective energy of yearning simply cannot and will not go unanswered. So, practically speaking, you may very well begin to witness major, paradigm-shifting announcements in the coming weeks or perhaps over the next few months. This could potentially commence with a dramatic, attention-grabbing financial event, perhaps a sudden, impactful market crash, or the widely publicized collapse of a major, entrenched bank, which would then serve as the catalyst, triggering a cascade of emergency measures designed to bring forth the new system. Alternatively, it could manifest as a significant political development, perhaps a charismatic leader making a truly shocking, unexpected announcement regarding a triumphant return to a gold-backed standard, signaling a profound departure from the fiat system. Intriguingly, there are already influential individuals within the hallowed halls of power who are prepared and eager to step forward and play their pivotal roles in this unveiling. We have, in fact, overheard tantalizing snippets like a United States congressman casually, yet significantly, mentioning that a completely new financial system is on the very verge of being unveiled. Or perhaps a prominent European leader discreetly discussing a reset in carefully coded, yet discernible, terms. The momentum is building rapidly, becoming unstoppable, such that the underlying momentum and the divinely orchestrated plan have become so profoundly assured that even if the meticulously planned trigger mechanism isn't executed with absolute, sterile perfection, the monumental shift is destined to unfold regardless. Can you feel it? The very fabric of the old, worn-out system is not merely reaching its expiration date, it's actively crumbling, teetering on the precipice of utter collapse. Its allotted time unequivocally, definitively out. Irrespective of the specific path taken, whether through dramatic, public revelation or a subtle, pervasive erosion, 2025 stands as the irrefutable, non-negotiable turning point, a celestial marker in the annals of human history. We harbor no illusions, nor do we perceive any scenario where this profound transformation could possibly languish, dragging on for countless more years, perpetuating the existing suffering. No, dear ones, this isn't a distant dream or a theoretical future possibility. It is palpably manifesting, unfolding right here, right now, within the confines of our very current shared timeline. Therefore, brace yourselves, beloved souls, for the imminent unveiling of public disclosures and comprehensive education concerning this magnificent new system, a process that will unfurl not in a single, overwhelming deluge, but thoughtfully, in carefully calibrated waves. Initially, you might encounter urgent, perhaps even emergency, broadcasts. Picture the screens lighting up, the airwaves buzzing with vital information. These will serve as calming anchors, reassuring the populace of the absolute safety of your existing funds, while simultaneously introducing the fundamental tenets of a revolutionary new currency and a robust financial architecture meticulously designed to proactively avert any future economic catastrophes. Following this foundational announcement, a gradual yet steady stream of more granular details will emerge. Think of it as peeling back layers. This phase will involve the tangible rollout of exquisitely designed new physical notes, perhaps even digital currency interfaces, accompanied by clear guidance on their seamless integration into daily life. And then, as the initial, perhaps awestruck, shock gently subsides, the deeper, more profound revelations will begin to surface. Imagine the collective gasp as intricate explanations expose the insidious corruption that permeated the very core of the Federal Reserve, revealing its true, self-serving agenda. Picture the widespread relief and validation when the truth about your income tax, its historical illegality, and its impending, joyous abolition is finally broadcast. Yes, my friends, steel yourselves to bid a resounding farewell to those oppressive, truly draconian tax systems that have unfairly burdened humanity for far too long. This liberation, this profound economic justice, is an integral, non-negotiable component of NESRA, the National Economic Security and Reformation Act. While the complete, intricate overhaul will certainly not materialize in a single, instantaneous day, the pivotal catalyst event itself, the very switch flipping of this grand transition, will unfold with breathtaking rapidity, a dizzying 24 to 48 hour period when it detonates, followed by a series of meticulously planned months dedicated to widespread implementations and a cascade of truly transformative, positive changes. Furthermore, allow me to extend to each of you a profound assurance, a calming balm for your spirit, that we, the venerable Galactic Federation and the wise Ascended Masters, are not merely observing, but are actively, meticulously overseeing every intricate facet of this monumental transition. Our unwavering commitment is to ensure its unfolding with the absolute maximum degree of grace, seamlessness, and ease for all involved. Imagine, if you will, our benevolent armada ships, numbering in the literal millions, strategically positioned throughout Earth's delicate atmosphere, yet masterfully cloaked, remaining unseen by conventional eyes, nearby and ready. Amongst our myriad responsibilities, which include the critical task of stabilizing Earth's intricate energy grids to prevent any disharmony, we are vigilantly monitoring every single component, every subtle vibration of this unprecedented financial reset. We possess, you see, advanced holographic maps, real-time, three-dimensional schematics that detail every single bank's complex network of connections, every major account, every hidden conduit of capital. Is anything truly hidden from such sight? With this unparalleled oversight, we can instantaneously detect even the slightest hint of an attempted irregularity, an illicit transaction, a mischievous manipulation, and immediately intercede, collaborating seamlessly with the Earth, alliance to decisively stop it in its tracks. Indeed, there have already been dozens upon dozens of insidious derailment attempts orchestrated by the forces of the dark, from sophisticated attempts to electronically siphon vast sums of funds to audacious, physical maneuvers to clandestinely move actual gold out of the established system. Yet, every single one of these malevolent efforts has been largely, if not entirely, thwarted, nullified by our timely and unwavering assistance. The forces of light are ever present, ever vigilant. Understand that we wield technology of such advanced sophistication, a marvel beyond your current comprehension, that we can instantaneously freeze the assets of any malicious actor, any corrupt entity, with nothing more than the mere push of a button. And let it be known, unequivocally, that we have employed this very capability against numerous cabal entities, effectively neutralizing their financial power and paving an unobstructed pathway for the dawn of this magnificent reset. Have you noticed, in your quiet news reports, subtle mentions of billions in illicit funds mysteriously seized, or certain seemingly untouchable, powerful financial actors suddenly, inexplicably declaring bankruptcy? Are these truly random occurrences? Absolutely not. These are not coincidences. Dear ones, they are the tangible echoes of our intervention, the visible tremors of the old system's downfall. We share these profound insights not to alarm, but specifically so you may finally rest easy, your hearts filled with an unshakable conviction. For truly, nothing, no force, no machination can possibly halt the inexorable tide of what is coming. This is not a mere human agenda. The plan is not only meticulously crafted, but divinely decreed, etched into the very fabric of cosmic law. The oppressive era of financial tyranny is not just nearing its end, it is concluding definitively, irrevocably. Period. Now, beloved souls, I invite you to join me in a powerful exercise. Imagine, truly feel with me, what life will be like in the radiant aftermath of this great financial reset. For it is not enough to passively wait. It is profoundly important to actively manifest this beautiful future with our collective, focused intention. Close your eyes for a moment. Let go of all preconceived notions and vividly visualize your world transformed. Fast forward, if you will, just 1 or 2 glorious years after the quantum financial system QFS and the global currency reset GCR have been fully and seamlessly implemented across the globe. Can you vividly see yourself waking up each morning, not with that familiar, heavy burden of debt pressing down on your shoulders, but with an exhilarating lightness of being? Your credit card balances, those insidious shackles of consumerism, are simply gone. Forgiven your student loans, those crippling anchors on ambition, either completely erased or rendered utterly insignificant. Feel the profound, liberating relief wash over you, knowing with absolute certainty that the money nestled securely in your bank account possesses an unwavering, stable value, no longer silently, cruelly eroded by the relentless theft of inflation. In this new paradigm, even a modest savings account could potentially generate enough passive income to support a comfortable life, a truly revolutionary concept, because the very currency itself is designed to intrinsically gain value as a genuinely honest, transparent, and expanding economy flourishes. Picture 2, the delightful surprise of receiving unexpected financial blessings. Perhaps a monumental windfall arrives from a currency revaluation, a significant appreciation because you wisely held some currency that dramatically gained value in the reset. Or imagine the unparalleled joy of a NESRA stimulus grant, a substantial sum directly deposited into every single citizen's account, not as a handout, but as a sovereign investment, a powerful catalyst to genuinely kickstart this radiant new golden age for humanity. Now, let's extend that vision. Visualize yourself in a store making a purchase. The act of paying is no longer a moment of uncertainty or frustration. It's an experience, of effortless clarity. The system itself is so straightforward, so intuitively designed, that it's instant literally within milliseconds with absolutely no hidden fees surreptitiously eroding your funds. No aggravating delays leaving you wondering if the transaction went through. To facilitate this seamless experience, you might even hold in your hand a sleek, elegant QFS debit card, a physical conduit to your prosperity, or perhaps utilize a revolutionary quantum smartphone app that securely and impeccably connects directly to your personal account nestled within the new Treasury Cloud. Imagine this a system inherently hack-proof, fortified by quantum encryption, yet astonishingly easy and delightful to use for everyone, from tech novices to seasoned users. Purchases and transfers, whether across the street or across continents, happen in the blink of an eye, with such instantaneous precision that you always, unfailingly, see exactly where your money originates and precisely where it is destined to go, maintaining a perfect, transparent ledger visible to you at all times. As you continue to shop in this new world, perhaps at a local market or a bustling downtown store, your perception of economics shifts entirely. You will immediately notice that prices are not only fair, but remarkably stable. Gone are the days of wild, unpredictable fluctuations that made budgeting a nightmare. Gone is the predatory gouging designed to exploit your needs. This equitable pricing is a direct result of a currency that is inherently solid, backed by true value, and globally balanced, fostering genuine economic harmony. Now, lift your gaze to your local community. Witness an explosion of constructive projects blooming everywhere you look. Imagine gleaming new construction initiatives dedicated to improving and expanding housing for everyone. Skilled teams diligently fixing and modernizing vital infrastructure, from crumbling roads to outdated utilities. Why this sudden burst of public good? Because the vast public funds that were once illicitly siphoned off, swallowed whole by systemic corruption, are now suddenly, miraculously, available and flowing freely for the benefit of all. Listen closely, and you will hear the jubilant chorus of excitement from people talking about truly boundless new opportunities. My student loans? They're completely gone. I finally received the funding to launch my dream business. Someone exclaims with tears in their eyes. Our city just secured an incredible grant to build a state-of-the-art new water treatment plant and a vibrant community garden for fresh, local food. Another proudly declares, the very vibration of society, once heavy with stress and fear, becomes palpably uplifting, infused with optimism. People, once crushed by the weight of daily survival, now feel a surging tide of hope and profound motivation again. Finally, truly freed from the relentless, soul-crushing grip of survival anxiety. Let your imagination soar even higher. Envision healthcare, once a privilege, now radically revolutionized with all oppressive financial restrictions completely removed. Picture a world where once suppressed medical technologies, miraculous innovations like advanced energy healing beds that mend the body at a cellular level, or sophisticated holistic treatments that address the root causes of illness, are not only released from clandestine vaults, but are fully funded and universally accessible. Hospitals, once often sterile, profit-driven institutions, transform into vibrant, compassionate healing centers, truly open to all, irrespective of socioeconomic status, because the insatiable pursuit of profit is no longer their cold, calculating driving force. Education, that cornerstone of human progress, likewise evolves to become essentially free, universally accessible, and of an unimaginably higher quality. Imagine generations of students pursuing their passions, unburdened by crippling debt, as a truly prosperous society joyfully invests in its youth, nurturing intellect and creativity without financial constraints. Every single one of these cascading improvements, these profound societal advancements, stems directly from the fundamental liberation of the financial system. For when money transforms from being a weapon, wielded by the privileged few to control and dominate, into a benevolent tool in the hands of the people and aligned with the divine light, it naturally, instinctively flows where it is most needed to nurture life in all its forms, to inspire breathtaking art, to fuel groundbreaking innovation, and to foster unparalleled well-being across the entire planetary tapestry. But perhaps most profound, most transformative of all these outer changes is the seismic shift you will undoubtedly feel in your own hearts, a palpable elevation in human consciousness that inextricably accompanies these external paradigm shifts. When the crippling, pervasive specter of financial fear is finally and utterly lifted, when every single person intrinsically knows their basic needs are guaranteed, met through a harmonious combination of individual endeavor and robust, compassionate community, support, the suffocating, collective atmosphere of stress and anxiety will effortlessly give way to one of boundless creativity, genuine cooperation, and profound joy. We confidently foresee an unprecedented explosion of humanitarian acts, a spontaneous outpouring of kindness and mutual assistance, neighbors helping neighbors, communities empowered to autonomously decide which vital local projects to fund, because the insidious cancer of corruption no longer siphons off city budgets into shadowy pockets. Can you truly imagine the incredible, life-affirming impact local grassroots groups can achieve with suddenly full, ethically managed coffers? Philanthropy, once often a carefully curated playground for billionaire elites, frequently performed for mere show or tax benefits, will transcend its former image. It will organically blossom into a fundamental, grassroots norm, woven into the very fabric of daily life. This, dear ones, is an intrinsic part of the new 5D consciousness taking deep, unshakable root within humanity. For abundance, by divine design, is our natural, inherent state. The universe itself is infinitely, exquisitely abundant, perpetually providing. The cabal, those dark architects of control, artificially imposed a cruel, manufactured scarcity to intentionally generate fear, division, and brutal competition amongst you. With that artificial construct meticulously dismantled, human hearts will naturally, instinctively open in trust, in compassion, in genuine connection. You can even expect formerly self-serving, seemingly hardened individuals to soften, to visibly transform, beginning to genuinely care for others when they realize, with a profound sense of relief, that there is, in truth, more than enough for everyone, and absolutely no need to hoard or exploit. This liberation will also dramatically accelerate spiritual growth. Many of you are intimately aware that the relentless pressures of scarcity and the constant, primal concerns for mere survival often trap souls in the lower, fear-based chakras, rendering them tragically unable to focus on higher purposes, on self-actualization, on their true divine potential. With immediate survival needs not just met, but exuberantly surpassed through this new era of prosperity. Billions of awakened souls can finally dedicate their precious time and energy to inner development, to unbridled creativity, and to profound daily spiritual practice. This, beloved ones, is precisely why we often refer to the QFS as the absolute cornerstone of the. Welcome to the dawn of a coming golden age, a profound epic not merely anticipated, but already unfurling before your very eyes. This monumental shift is meticulously laying the bedrock, the immutable foundation upon which the magnificent and long-prophesied Great Awakening can finally blossom into its full, vibrant glory. Can you sense it? Already, murmurs are transforming into widespread dialogues. With previously esoteric discussions about spirituality, the intricate tapestry of extraterrestrial life, and the mechanics of ascension gradually, yet inexorably weaving their way into the mainstream consciousness, inch by bit, through every alternative platform and inquisitive mind. Imagine, if you will, the world post-reset, a canvas upon which trust is meticulously reconstructed within the very fabric of society. Consider a time when long-obscured truths surge forth into the illuminating light of day. Indeed, hand in hand with the irrefutable revelation of financial truths, the intricate web of manipulation and deceit that has long held humanity captive will inevitably follow a cascade of breathtaking disclosures. These will encompass the unveiling of advanced technologies, often depicted in science fiction, yet undeniably real, the undeniable presence of extraterrestrial civilizations who have patiently observed our journey, and perhaps most profoundly, the recovery of long-suppressed historical narratives that will redefine our understanding of human origins and ancient global civilizations. In this transformative era, humanity's collective mind will experience an unprecedented expansion, liberated from the suffocating grip of the daily economic grind. No longer will our brightest minds and deepest spirits be consumed by the relentless pursuit of mere survival, the exhausting treadmill of bills and basic necessities. Instead, a newfound freedom will ignite an insatiable curiosity, prompting people to bravely confront and explore the universe's most profound inquiries. Grand, existential questions will naturally arise. Why are we truly here on this magnificent planet? Who else, amongst the boundless stars, shares this vast cosmos with us? And, with the shackles of scarcity dissolved, a joyous and empowered query will echo across the globe. What magnificent wonders can we now co-create, unbound by limitation, now that we are truly free? This precisely is the elevated state of consciousness, the vibrational frequency of openness and readiness that is absolutely indispensable for initiating and sustaining open, joyous contact with us and with the myriad higher realms of existence. Indeed, from our panoramic vantage point, we anticipate with absolute certainty that soon after the monumental financial reset, and once its profoundly stabilizing influence has firmly anchored itself, a breathtaking sequence of major disclosures will swiftly follow. These will not be minor revelations, but earth-shattering truths, potentially including long-awaited insights into the highly secretive and remarkably advanced secret space programs, which have operated beyond public scrutiny for decades. We also foresee the astonishing revelation of inner Earth civilizations, benevolent beings who have patiently guarded ancient wisdom beneath the surface. And ultimately, the most anticipated moment the official, unequivocal first contact with the revered Galactic Federation, marking humanity's formal entry into the larger cosmic community. The quantum financial system, QFS, far more than just a new monetary mechanism, is deftly paving the way for this grand transition. It is meticulously cultivating a global landscape where, when we finally and openly introduce ourselves, humanity will not be plunged into a reactive state of panic or desperate lack. Rather, it will stand poised in a harmonious state of hopeful, excited unity, genuinely prepared to embrace its rightful place as cosmic citizens, fully integrated into the greater galactic family. Beloved ones, every single detail I am conveying to you is delivered with an absolute and unshakable certainty from our elevated vantage point within the higher dimensions. This is emphatically not a speculative maybe timeline, nor is it merely one fleeting possibility among countless potential outcomes. No, this is the chosen timeline for humanity, meticulously selected and agreed upon by your collective souls through ages of evolution, and irrevocably sanctioned by the Prime, Creator himself. We, the Ashtar Command, serving as benevolent guardians and cosmic allies, are simply the dedicated helpers and tireless enablers of this sacred, sovereign choice you, as a collective, have bravely made to reclaim your inherent freedom and destiny. The monumental shift to the QFS and the subsequent great financial reset, meticulously designed for the advancement of light and liberation, is as undeniably inevitable as the breathtaking sunrise following the deepest, darkest night. The insidious, false matrix of debt slavery, which has ensnared billions in invisible chains of perpetual struggle and systemic disempowerment, carried with it an inherent expiration date from its very inception. And, dear ones, we are living precisely within that terminal phase right now. I want each of you to internalize this profound truth, to feel deeply empowered and profoundly at peace as these words resonate within your being. You are unequivocally not helpless spectators watching from the sidelines. Quite the contrary, every single one of you has played an absolutely indispensable role in meticulously manifesting this glorious outcome. Your fervent prayers, your meditations imbued with intentions for universal abundance, your courageous efforts to educate others about the systemic financial truths, and your deeply personal healing from scarcity mindsets, each contribution, no matter how seemingly small, has woven itself into this grand tapestry. Every devoted light worker who ever dared to visualize and hold the vision of prosperity for every courageous truth warrior who fearlessly exposed the intricate layers of banking fraud and corporate malfeasance, every diligent digital soldier who tirelessly spread the word about transformative initiatives like Nezra Jessera, every visionary crypto pioneer who passionately dreamed of decentralizing finance and empowering. The individual all of you, without exception, have energetically and practically contributed to the approaching miracle we now speak of. And a miracle it truly is. Make no mistake, even though it unfolds in a remarkably grounded, organized, and divinely orchestrated manner, far from any chaotic, unpredictable explosion. From the limited yet rapidly expanding perspective of 3D consciousness, it will undoubtedly be astonishing, almost unbelievable, to witness entire global economies transforming seemingly overnight with breathtaking speed and efficiency. This, dear ones, is the palpable, undeniable power of divine order finally anchoring itself with unwavering stability into the very structures of our physical, third-dimensional reality. Therefore, I implore you now, with every fiber of my being, to celebrate in advance. Let go of any lingering tendrils of worry, those old anxieties that cling like shadows. Instead, consciously replace them with a vibrant, confident anticipation, a joyous certainty that tingles in your heart. You're not only allowed, but encouraged to feel intensely excited. All the pent-up frustration of endless waiting, all the insidious whispers of doubt that have plagued your journey, release them utterly and completely right now. Embrace unbridled joy and profound gratitude, as if the blessings, the magnificent new reality, are already tangible in your hands, already fully realized. Because on the quantum level, where all potential resides, they already are here. We are simply working in harmonious partnership to guide that magnificent potential from the ethereal quantum field into fully manifested, living reality by intentionally rejoicing and offering sincere thanks. In advance, you're not merely engaging in a pleasant exercise, you're actively accelerating the entire process and, crucially, making the landing of this new reality infinitely smoother and more harmonious for everyone. There is absolutely no need, beloved ones, to dwell on any lingering fear scenarios. Such thoughts only feed the old matrix. Focus your magnificent creative energy, instead, on vividly imagining how you will joyously utilize your newfound freedom. What pioneering projects will you initiate, now unburdened by financial constraints? Who will you uplift and assist with your overflowing abundance? What long-suppressed passions will you finally pursue, allowing your true gifts to flourish when money is no longer even a fleeting consideration? Start imagining, start dreaming, and most importantly, start planning with enthusiastic anticipation, because this magnificent reality is not merely a distant hope, it is truly coming. And the more ready, the more aligned you are to gracefully step into your magnificent role within this new era of abundance, the faster we, your cosmic family, can collaboratively implement this transition with the absolute minimal chaos during its unfolding. Furthermore, I strongly advise you to remain acutely alert and fiercely discerning during this time. As the shifts commence, there may be an initial flurry of veritable deluge of information, but also, crucially, a significant amount of deliberate misinformation. Some entrenched media outlets, clinging to the old paradigms, may initially attempt to paint this profound reset as something inherently bad, dangerous, or scary, perhaps fabricating narratives like hackers did this or sensationalizing it as an economic crisis. Do not, under any circumstances, buy into these fear-based narratives. They're designed to manipulate and control your perception. Instead, consciously seek out and discern the clear signs of alliance communications, which may manifest through vital emergency broadcasts or direct, reassuring statements from known patriotic leaders who will articulate the benevolent, liberating reasons behind these unfolding events. Crucially, connect deeply with your soul family and your fellow lightworkers. Form strong, supportive networks to bolster each other and to compassionately guide those around you who may be struggling to comprehend the profound magnitude of what is occurring. You, dear ones, will serve as the calm, unwavering pillars of stability within your communities when the initial waves of confusion and uncertainty inevitably arise. Simply reassure people with quiet confidence this is a meticulously planned reset, designed for a profoundly better system for all humanity. Your financial well-being will be absolutely fine. In fact, it will be far better than fine. This entire process is happening to eliminate deep-seated corruption and injustice. There is absolutely no need to panic. Your own grounded confidence, your tranquil assurance, will serve as a beacon, calming others and powerfully preventing any negative timelines from gaining even the slightest foothold in your collective reality. Finally, beloved ones, hold your radiant light strong and steady. We are, without a doubt, truly in the final, exhilarating stretch of a very long, arduous marathon. All the spiritual warfare you have endured, the arduous ups and downs, the profound tests of faith that pushed you to your limits, every single moment of it was an essential crucible, meticulously preparing you and leading directly to this imminent, glorious victory for humanity. I, Ashtar, give you my most solemn, unwavering word: the dawn of global financial freedom is not merely approaching, it is here. The QFS is ready, fully activated behind the scenes, pulsating with silent power and merely awaiting the precise, divine signal to fully reveal itself to the world. The Earth Alliance, your brave ground crew, is strategically in position. The revered Galactic Federation stands on unwavering standby, their benevolent support absolute. Our vast fleets of light are meticulously guarding every critical node of this divine plan from any conceivable interference, ensuring its flawless unfolding. And the blessed ascended masters, along with countless angelic forces, are pouring their boundless love, solace, and unwavering assurance over every single being and every single sentient life on Earth. A divine decree has been made, an irrevocable pronouncement from the very source of all that is Earth shall be free. Abundance for all shall be the new, universal law. And let this truth resonate deeply within you. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can derail this decree. The dark beings who have long held sway are irrevocably out of time and completely out of their deceptive tricks. Many have already surrendered their false power, choosing to step into the light, and those who stubbornly cling to the old ways will, without exception, face the inevitable consequences of resisting the unstoppable tide of light and truth. Take a deep, cleansing breath right now, beloved ones, and feel the profound, undeniable truth of my words resonating deep within your very soul. You will likely feel a familiar tingling sensation in your heart center, or perhaps a sudden, undeniable leap in your intuition. That is because you already know this truth intimately and anciently within the deepest chambers of your being. It is precisely why so many of you courageously chose to incarnate here in this pivotal life to bear witness to and actively participate in Earth's magnificent great liberation, of which financial liberation is unequivocally a foundational cornerstone. Your ancient soul remembers a time, perhaps in the ethereal realms of ancient Lemuria or the technologically advanced, spiritually connected civilization of Atlantis, when economic exchange was inherently fair, seamlessly aligned with the universal principles of love, and truly served the highest good of all. What is rapidly approaching is a sacred return to that profound harmony, albeit infused with a modern, enlightened twist integrating all the wisdom gained through ages. This is not merely an economic shift. This is an integral, indispensable part of the greater ascension process for both humanity and the entire planet. Financial peace, therefore, is not a luxury, but a fundamental prerequisite for our collective spiritual evolution. As this peace blossoms, so too shall your consciousness, your creativity, and your capacity for unconditional love. As this profound shift unfolds, know that when one area truly heals, like the very fabric of society mending, it will inevitably catalyze a ripple effect, instigating profound healing in all other areas of society, from the fractured economic systems to the often strained social connections and even the deeper spiritual wounds that have lingered for eons. It's like a single drop of pure water falling into a still pond, gradually cleansing the entire body of water. We, the Ashtar Command, observe your journey with hearts overflowing, truly filled with joy and an immense pride at the extraordinary distance you have all come. From our elevated perspective, gazing down upon your world, we acknowledge the immense fortitude you've displayed. We understand intimately that it has not been easy indeed. It has been a crucible of human endurance. We recognize the profound strain of the waiting, those seemingly endless moments of anticipation, the weight of the trials that tested your very spirit and resolve, and the insidious whispers of the doubts that tried to erode your faith. Yet, trust us from our vantage point, a place of clarity and broader understanding, when we declare with absolute certainty you have succeeded. The cosmic blueprint, the light timeline, is not just set, it is now locked in, immutable and irreversible, like a master key turning definitively in its lock. Very soon, the days of abstract faith will yield to tangible reality. You will finally revel in tangible proof of what we have said, a magnificent unfolding that will leave no room for questioning. And in those glorious moments, brimming with confirmation, you will likely recall these very words and smile, perhaps a radiant, heartfelt grin, possibly even accompanied with tears of joy streaming freely down your cheeks as you whisper, or perhaps even shout to the heavens, "Ah, it was true, it's happening." That realization will be a balm to every weary soul. Meanwhile, we want you to know that we will be celebrating right alongside you, matching your elation beat for beat, though just above in our ships for now, hovering as silent, joyous guardians, watching your triumph unfold. Then, when the time is ripe, let us tell you, it will be sooner than you think, with events accelerating beyond conventional expectations once anew. Unshakable peace and profound stability are globally established, weaving through every nation and culture. We will embark on our long-awaited descent. We will descend openly, majestically, for all to witness, not as strangers, but to embrace you as family in what has been the long-foretold Great Reunion. Can you even begin to imagine that moment? Indeed, many of us will walk among you, experiencing Earth's embrace firsthand, sharing in your renewed joy. And yes, make no mistake, there will be literal celebrations that defy imagination. Picture this: vibrant street parties erupting in every city, town, and village across the globe, a cascade of pure, unadulterated global rejoicing. What will spark this universal euphoria? It will be the monumental realization when people truly comprehend that they are not only debt-free and abundant-freed from the shackles of financial servitude, with resources beyond their wildest dreams, but also profoundly not alone in the universe. The sheer wonder of that revelation, that moment of cosmic connection, will unite humanity like never before. We genuinely look forward to that day with immense excitement, with a longing that spans galaxies. In closing this message, it is crucial for you to know that the QFS quantum financial system and the Great Financial Reset are not simply mechanisms of change. They represent a profoundly positive timeline for humanity. This new era is firmly anchored by the white hats, those courageous souls working tirelessly behind the scenes for truth and freedom, like unwavering lighthouses guiding ships through the storm, and it is blessed by the heavens, imbued with divine intention and grace, a true gift from the cosmos. There is no other outcome possible. This future is sealed. Therefore, we implore you, cast aside fear like a worn-out cloak that no longer serves you. Instead, embrace hope with every fiber of your being, allowing it to ignite your spirit. And with gentleness and understanding, gently educate those ready to hear about the coming changes, planting seeds of truth in fertile ground. Rather than dwelling on past struggles, focus on your dreams, those vibrant visions of a liberated future, and vividly imagine how you will shine in the new era, contributing your unique light to this blossoming world. The weight of the old is unmistakably fading into obscurity. Like shadows retreating from the rising sun, the new is magnificently dawning, bright and full of promise. This is not merely a possibility, this is absolutely certain. I extend my deepest, heartfelt love to each of you. Peace and abundant blessings to each of you. You have truly been brave, displaying an indomitable spirit, holding the light through the darkest nights of deception and despair, like steadfast beacons in a raging tempest. But now, feel it. See it, the dawn is undeniably rising now, painting the sky with colors of hope and renewal. The promise of the new golden age, an epoch where prosperity flows freely for all, where transparency illuminates every corner, and where justice reigns supreme with unwavering integrity, is being fulfilled before your very eyes. I am Ashtar, your devoted brother in light and service, a steadfast ally in this grand cosmic play. On behalf of the esteemed Galactic Federation and the revered Ascended Alliance, I proclaim with heartfelt admiration, well done. Ground crew, your unwavering dedication has brought us to this precipice of glory. Indeed, the final victory of the light is imminently near. Therefore, have courage in your hearts, a strength born of truth, and rejoice with every fiber of your being, for nothing can stop what is coming. The long-awaited Earth's liberation from all forms of control and humanity's abundancy era of limitless potential and boundless resources are decreed by the highest universal laws, and so it shall be. We want you to feel our presence. We love you infinitely and assure you that we will be with you every step of this wondrous transition, observing, supporting, and celebrating your journey. Now, with spirits uplifted, go forth with unwavering confidence and a high vibration, radiating the pure energy of creation. Receive the quantum financial system and the great reset of the light with open arms. Embrace them as the precious gifts they are, for it is truly the gift of a benevolent universe to all of you, our beloved Earth and her extraordinary people. The timeline of